Peace, 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 love, light of healing, peace, love, light of healing, peace to the guys, peace to the earth. Y'all climb on in. Blessings. Beautiful, beautiful day at the clinic. Very, very busy day at the clinic. Very busy day. You know what I'm saying? But y'all climb on in. Healing made simple. Healing made simple. I was on my form today before I got here, and man, it was a beautiful experience being on my form. We had a bunch of late blooming tomatoes. I'm gonna upload I gotta do a little edit to it, but I'm gonna upload it. Hundreds of tomatoes, hundreds of peppers, hundreds of kale. I mean, just the form is doing so good. It's so abundant. I ain't even want to come to work today, for real, for real. I just wanted to pick all of that stuff up, go home, clean it off, and make a big old dinner. But y'all climb on in. Y'all climb on in. Blessings, blessings. If you can hear me typing some nines, and let's get this started. If you can hear me typing some nines. So I just want to give y'all a different perspective on how to look at your body, on how to look at what you will call disease, and the things that you need to do, and the proper steps that you need to take to get your healing. All right. If y'all ready for this, type in some sevens. Make sure you got a pen. Make sure you got a pad. This is not no fake background. T, they said this a fake background. These are real herbs. Ain't nothing fake back here. This is real. What are y'all talking about? Yeah, it's talking about it's a green screen. This is not no damn green screen. These are real herbs. I got hundreds of them. Hundreds of them.
All day. Y'all better stop playing.
All right, so check this out. So I was on my forum today. Probably I say about a month ago. They keep saying no sound.
No, it's there. I can hear it.
You can hear it? All right, so probably about a month ago, my plants on the farm was doing bad. I don't know why they was doing bad. Well, I know why they was doing bad. We was out of town. We've been going and going. And I'm the person that really tend to my farm and tend to my plants. So the plants were suffering from oxidative stress. I seen a bunch of blight kicking on. So guess what the first thing I did? As soon as I got back home, the first thing I said is, what's going on with my plants? All right, so since my plants was browning off and they had the blight coming, disease was setting in, so-called disease set in, first thing I thought about was water. So I said, let me make sure I water them and give them hydration. The second thing I thought about is let me make sure that the sun is hitting them right. Let me make sure that they're in the right position of the sun. So I made sure the sun was hitting them. So we had hydration, we had water. Then I was thinking, let me check the soil pH. So I checked the soil pH and I noticed it was a few minerals and a pH different because it was super acidic for what I was growing. So I was just looking like, damn, this plant is kind of like a human being. You know, the biology from humans and plants is not too far off. You know what I'm saying? If you think about it. So I said, let me make sure that the water right. Let me water this plant. Let me make sure that this plant is getting the right type of sunlight. And let me make sure that the soil is good with this plant. Let me make sure that it has all the minerals it needs. Let me make sure it has all the phytochemicals it needs. And let me make sure that the pH balance of this plant is good. Because I know if the pH balance of the plant is good of the soil, then it's getting all of the carbon dioxide. That way it can release what you will call oxygen. You do the same thing with your body. When you are going through a so-called dis-ease, all you have to do is make sure that you're checking your pH. Make sure you're checking your soil. Make sure you're finding out what you're deficient in. Make sure that you're getting an adequate amount of water or hydration. Make sure that you're getting sunlight, which is light therapy. Make sure that you're getting magmatism, which is the actual tectonic plates of the earth. And you're creating this, what you would call electromagnetic field or a bioresonant field that will heal you. See, and the crazy part is, you know, I love my grandma. I love my grandma to life. You know, may the Most High rest her soul. But my grandma, she died of kidney failure. You know, and I watched my grandma grow plants. She used to grow plants all her life. Matter of fact, I still got one of her plants. In fact, I got one of her plants up in the beginning of my clinic. And she used to do amazing with growing plants. I mean, to me, my grandma was the dopest farmer ever. She taught me how to grow strawberries. Me growing my first foods, I was like 7 years old in Alton, Illinois. You know what I'm saying? And it's because my grandmother taught me how to grow these plants. So I watched her tend to her plants her whole life. When she seen the plant deficient, she would make sure she changed the pH of the plant. When she seen that the plant was dehydrated because of blight or plant oxidation, she made sure she gave the plant water. When she seen that the plant wasn't getting the type of zinc and copper minerals it needed from the reflection of what you would call photosynthesis, she made sure the plants got the adequate amount of sunlight. But she let her health deteriorate. So she took care of the plant, and she knew everything that the plant needed for the plant to thrive. I mean, a plant used to be like this, and she can get that plant back up, growing towards the sun within 24 hours. The plant used to be looking like it was dead and we couldn't do nothing about it. And within 24 hours, that plant was thriving and it was searching for the sun, and it looked very healthy and very happy. But I watched my grandmother die of kidney failure. So I'm thinking to myself while I'm on the forum today, like, damn, only if grandma would apply the same methodology that she did to the plant with her own biochemical molecular structure, she would still be thriving and living till this very day. So it just shows you how we are all healers and we are all nurturers, and we know exactly what we need to do, but we don't apply it to oneself. And if you apply these same stipulations and these same guidelines to your molecular structure and to your living being, how you can heal yourself and you can thrive and you can finally be happy again, and you can live pain-free, and you can go throughout your everyday life, and you can live your purpose. You see that? So the same way that you would tend to a plant, the same way that you would water a plant, the same way that you would give that plant sunlight, the same way that you would check the pH in the soil of that plant to make sure that you got all the minerals, all the phytochemicals, all the amino acids, all the carboxylic acids, everything that this plant need, all the phytonutrients that this plant need to rebuild its molecular structure and the magnetism that it needs to protect its immune cells, because basically really all it is a lymphatic defense system of the plant. You need to be applying those same elements, that same ideology, that same love, and them same 4 to 5 basic elements to your body for you can live and you thrive. You see that? Anybody down here that got a plant in their house right now, just type in some 9s. If you got a plant in your house, type in some 9s. Anybody. Because when you really make healing simplistic like that, there is nothing that you can't heal from. All right, dang, my plant's dying. Let me make sure. Look, you go through your whole checklist. As soon as the plant died, let me make sure it got water. Damn, is it close to the sun enough? Dang, do I need to repot it? How many of y'all had to repot your plant because it had outgrown its environment? Or you going into a different element, or you putting your body into a different environment? Because we know that if you're in a very, very dirty electrical environment, that you'll get bad EMFs, and that messes with your system. If you're in an environment that got bad food, that's going to change your pH balance and make sure that your potential hydrogen in the ions is going to be too high, which makes it low. So how you repot a plant to make sure that it grows efficient? How you reposition a plant closer to the sun, make sure that it gets sunlight for it to grow. Make sure that you're not giving it dirty water and that you're watering enough for it to grow. Make sure that the soil have all the phytochemicals and nutrients for it to grow. Making sure that the bioelectro-resonant field is strong enough for it can protect itself. You do all of this stuff to everything around you, but you don't do it to yourself. And you know, I was on the forum today thinking about that, and it made me think about my grandma a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I was super sad because I'm like, dang, if only we knew this type of information back then, which we did because we was actually doing it. Damn, grandma could have still been here if we would have applied this ideology, if we would have applied these simple facts, if we would have applied this simple knowledge, which we know. You don't have to even go to school to know that you're supposed to water your plant. You don't have to go to school to know that your plant's supposed to be in the sunlight. You don't have to go to school to know that your plant need minerals. It don't need to be deficient. You don't have to go to school to know that your plant need love. I used to watch my grandma talk to her plants. She used to talk to them. I talk to my plants now because of my grandmother. And now I'm just realizing, like, dang, this woman have taught me so much. And as I keep going back, just even thinking about it now, I'm a healer because of my grandma. So shouts out to Grandma Viola, for real. Because she's the first time I ever grew strawberries was with her. She used to tell me, go out there and water them strawberries. You know, she used to call me Alex. Go out there and water them strawberries for me, Alex. Make sure that them strawberries in good soil, Alex. And I remember she used to make us pick them and everything. And, you know, I'm realizing it now, just now, but she was teaching me how to care for my own freaking body, and I didn't even realize it. You know what I'm saying? That's why forming and growing your own food and watering and just nurturing your own crops really, really show you what you need to be doing with your body. And that's why us being farmers, it makes sense why the slaves did not die. You know, because they put poke root in their food. They knew to make poke greens. They knew to make sure they drinking water, and they got the natural sauna because they sweated all day in the cotton fields. So it's like This knowledge never left us. It's within us. We just got to tap into it. And we need to quit thinking healing is so complex and make it more simplistic. It's very simplistic, as in taking care of a damn plant. I can't even damn the plant. Taking care of a plant, a flower. So this is what I challenge y'all to do this. And once you buy it, put it in my stories so I can reshare them. I want you to go buy the cheapest little plant that you can find, and I want you to grow it as much as possible. Buy the cheapest plant you can find. Make sure that you pot it. Make sure that you're giving it the adequate amount of hydration. Make sure that you're giving it sunlight. Make sure that you're giving it minerals. Make sure that you're giving it love, and make sure that you're giving it magnetism. And I want y'all to grow that plant and send pictures of that to me. And then after you do that, I want you to take that same nurturing type of mindset and apply it to oneself and watch you grow just like that plant. That's what I want you to do. That's what I want you to do. You see how simple that concept is? Y'all see how simplistic that concept is? I've been using that concept for the last 15 years and watching the body heal itself of the most scariest so-called disease known to mankind. Just by using that simplistic, this elemental magic, this elemental healing. We know that we need magnetism. We know that we need sunlight. We know that we need oxygen. We know that we need nutrients. We know that we need spirituality. And we know that we need love. If you can apply that same thing to oneself, there is not anything that's going on with your biochemical molecular structure that you can't fix. And these are facts. These are just facts. You see that? So that's what I want y'all to do. Buy your plant. Try to spend the least amount of money on it. This plant's out here for Home Depot that you can get for $2.49. And I want you to love and nurture on that plant. I want that plant to reach its full potential. Then I want you to apply that same healing mechanism, that same nurturing spirit that you did to the plant, to oneself, and watch your body basically come into a balance of what you will call homeostasis. And you balance out your health, and you be the happiest you ever been, and you thrive. You have all the nutritive factors you need. You don't have any more brain fog. You don't suffer from any more pain. You don't have diabetes and blood sugar problems no more. All because you introduced your body back into the natural elements that the Creator created for you to thrive in. Y'all see that? That's it. And by the way, y'all, guess what? As far as I know, I'm going to say most of your plants. 99% of your plants don't eat meat. 99% of your plants don't eat dairy products. You see that? You see that? Your plants need minerals. Your plants need a good pH. Some of your plants need an actual acidic pH to even grow in. Just like your body needs an acidic pH in certain areas, just like, for instance, in your stomach area, it needs to be acidic. But your bloodstream needs to be alkaline. So when you truly, truly look at the molecular structure of plants, and you, like for instance, in plants, inside of their blood, they have magnesium. Inside of ours, we have iron phosphate. That's different. Our blood is called plasma. Their blood is called chlorophyll. You see that? You have something called carboxylic acid and cholesterol that makes your melanin and makes your sexual chemistry. They actually have something called chloroplasts. You go through something called biophotomodulation. They go through something called photosynthesis. So this shows you that even we go through something called photosynthesis. And that brings me to my next point. That's why we're talking about the chi, or sons of God. I'm going to show y'all how to really, really utilize light. Y'all got to come out and see me. Make sure y'all get online. Y'all book them tickets. If you can't get here, then book the tickets to watch the show. We're going to have live workshops here. We're pulling out the tables. I'm finna show y'all how to make your own toothpaste. I'm finna show y'all how to do so many things with these live workshops. And we're going to have the best presentation ever. And you get to pick 2 of these therapies here at the clinic. This is going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing. And I'm going to show you these healing mechanisms. That's what we did created here. We got magnetism here. We got sunlight here. We got oxygen here. We got love here. We got spirituality here. All of the different elements that you need to bring your body and your spirit and your emotions into a balance of homeostasis, I have created here in St. Louis, Missouri, in this facility, or this detoxification institute. That's what we specialize in, and I'm just excited to share it with y'all. So yeah, make sure y'all book them tickets. Come see me. We're going to have an amazing class here. The curriculum is almost done. I'm just excited, y'all. I'm super, super excited. So, yeah. If y'all understood, overstood, and understood what I just said, type in some nines. If y'all understood, understood, and overstood what I said, type in some nines. Perfect, perfect. All right, I'm gonna answer a few questions. Y'all got a few questions. Y'all can call in real quick and I'll answer them. What y'all got? I'm gonna answer a few of them. Great. So how many more minutes do he got on that lymphatic massager?
You're going back in there now.
Okay. Okay, give me a call. Gonna call in. Y'all can ask y'all questions. I'm gonna do 3 questions. Or herbs safe to take while nursing. Only certain herbs are safe to take while nursing. Remember, herbs put your body into a state of detoxification. So if you on certain herbs while you're nursing, all of the different metabolic waste and all of the toxemia that you've been taking in your system, that's going to go through your milk ducts and go throughout your ductal tissues through the milk to the baby. So, it's probably only like 7 herbs you can take while breastfeeding. Otherwise, you're going to detox that baby with you. How can you lower your cortisol levels? Cortisol is a natural element that's produced by your adrenal glands. How we check cortisol levels is you would come in here, I would do a live blood analysis on you. I see your blood and I'm going to look for what you would call erythrocyte rings. If I see those rings in your plasma created by the erythrocytes, then I know that you got a bunch of cortisol in your blood. That's a stress hormone. So that means you have a stress factor in your body that also raises your homocysteine, and it gives you high blood pressure, hypertension, and what they call oncotic or hydrostatic pressure. So the first thing is you need to breathe, conscious breathing. Second thing is you need to make sure that you're eating right. Eat the food that was created for your biochemical molecular structure. The third thing is you need to make sure you hydrate. What you need to do is treat yourself like you would treat a plant. Treat yourself how you would heal a plant. Take it through all of those different elements and that will heal your body. That's what you need to do. So to get rid of cortisol is to stop stressing. Quit stressing, whether it's work related, whether it's toxins and foreign toxins that's in your body because you're eating acidic and mucus forming foods. You see that? Whether you're in the toxic environment and you smelling environmental pollutants, whether you drinking contaminated water, you have to remember, and I teach y'all this all the time, there's 4 levels to disease. I hate to say the word disease, but that's the way that we identify with it. The first level of disease is always toxicity. Always toxicity. Some type of external thing that's coming internally and throwing off our equilibrium when it comes to what you would call the pH. So the first stage of disease is always toxicity. Toxicity always bring on a defect. Now call moms. She keep blowing me up. Toxicity brings on a deficiency. Deficiency can be anything, whether the cell is lacking oxygen, that's a deficiency. If the cell is lacking what you would call carboxylic or amino acids, that's a deficiency. If the cell's lacking any type of nutrients like minerals or electrolytes, that's a deficiency, especially if you can't produce metabolites. So the first thing is toxicity, something being in your body that's not supposed to be there. The second thing is a deficiency, when the cells start lacking an element or lacking electricity that it needs to rebuild its molecular structure. After that, the third thing is adaptation. Since the cell is deficient from the toxins, it needs to adapt to survive. Usually it adapts by going through something called hypoxia. That means since the cell is not getting oxygen, minerals to keep the pH up, what's going to happen is it's going to start producing fungus and mold, and it's going to start going through something called a Krebs cycle, which is the third stage of respiration, the respiration chain, and that's for it to get glucose, or it can get fructose, or basically sugar, for it can produce ADP. ADP is totally different from ATP. ATP is the highest exchange of what you would call fuel that the cell needs to bring vitality, power, and energy. ADP is a discharged ATP. ATP stands for adenosine triphosphate. ADP stands for adenosine diphosphate. You never want to go the diphosphate route. That means that you're not getting premium gas, you're getting unleaded gas. So after it goes through toxicity, and then deficiency, now it's going through adaptation. The next thing is, in order for me to adapt, I have to mutate and pleomorph myself to be something before I can stay in this reality, this acidic and toxic environment. And that mutation is what you would call disease. Now, that mutation can set up in many different ways. If that mutation is the cells lacking 66% of its oxygen, they're going to call that what? Cancer. If that mutation is a parasitic what you would call manifestation, which come from the cell's own structure anyway, pleomorphism, that causes all your other so-called diseases. See that? So if you can backtrack, you can go from what you would call the mutation, and you can stop the actual mutation. You see that? By stopping the adaptive devices that the cells do, and you stop the adaptive devices the cells do by actually giving the cells what they need. Now the cells are no longer deficient, and since the cells are no longer deficient, that means you're not giving your body any toxins. And that's how you reverse so-called disease. And guess what? The same 4 stages or the same 5 stages to create disease, if you do the methodology that I just taught you on how to grow a plant, that's what stops it. See that? That's what stops it, which is oxygen, sunlight, magnetism, nutrients, hydration, spirituality, and love. If you can apply those 7 principles to your body, ain't no way in heaven or hell or earth you can get a disease. And these are just facts. If you want to even stick to that ideology that we call disease. You see that? I love castor oil packs. Castor oil packs break up tumors. They break up cysts. We use them on people that have gout from uric acid. We use it to increase blood circulation and blood flow. We use it on our triple negative breast cancer patients, or who I would call clients or family members that just needs to break up any type of coagulations or solidification to the tissues. I love it. And I love to apply warm castor oil packs. Castor oil comes from the castor bean. It's a very, very, very potent and very strong moving herb. Not only is it astringent, but it will break up things that's not supposed to be there. And the good thing about it is you can put a castor oil pack on and it will seep down into the bones and begin to work, but it won't break up the bone. That's what I love about castor oil. So castor oil is amazing. How to get rid of mucus, it depends on what's stimulating the mucosal membrane. The mucosal membrane is the body's mechanism, or what you'll call the defense mechanism of the body. There's no difference between cholesterol, mucus, the mucosal membrane. All of these things are talking about the same thing. These things surround the cells to protect the cells, and surround the digestive system from your mouth all the way to your anus to protect your body and protect things from getting inside of your blood or your internal, or what I call eternal organs. So if you want to cleanse your mucosal membrane, you need to move your lymphatic system, because lymphatic fluid is nothing but mucus. Cholesterol is nothing but mucus. The mucosa stimulants is nothing but mucus. Most of your interstitial fluid is nothing but mucus. You need mucus. You would die without mucus. Excessive mucus buildup is what kills us, because it suffocates the cells. You see that? Do I need filtered spring water from a natural spring? You do not need to filter spring water that's from a natural spring. The rocks have its own filtration system. So if you're drinking water, especially primary water from the earth that goes through the rock bed, it's going to automatically take all those oxides and electrolyze them, and makes the water pH go up, or what you would call alkaline, and that already have its own natural mechanism. I wouldn't worry about that. Earth water, well water, spring water is good, but your best water you can ever drink in your life is the water that's from your fruits, which is called H3O2. There's no water that's topping it. The next thing after that is primary water that come from deep within the earth. Then next after that would be spring water. Then after that would be all the other waters. Does smoking weed cause mucus? Smoking anything causes a mucosa irritants to the bronchial tube. So smoking anything will cause a mucosa response. That's why we don't recommend you smoke it. We recommend that you make a tea out of it. You see that? All right, y'all, look, I got to get out of here. I was looking for some of y'all to call in, but I ain't see nobody call in.
And I've been telling them they got to go back on that. They think you can call this number.
No, when I seen call in, I mean call. So they calling the actual phone.
They was calling the phone.
Y'all calling the phone. Don't call the clinic. You're supposed to call in here.
That's a request.
Call in. Yeah, you got a request. My bad. You got a request.
Tell it to call.
My bad. So you got a request. Y'all calling the phone. Hey, look, y'all. Look, I'm finna get up out of here. We had a long day, and we knocked them out though today, y'all. Right?
Yeah.
We got him in and got. You hear my daughter talking about? Yeah, she came here and did a
did
little.
that.
My daughter came
She
here and
did
did a
little
little
work.
work, and think she done worked the whole day. How you feeling, brother? How did that feel? Come tell me how it felt. You ain't even got to get in the camera. I want you to tell the people how that lymphatic massage felt.
I thought I was on a cruise.
Did you feel yourself floating?
Yeah, like.
That's the acoustics. So what we did was we mixed the acoustics with the bed, with the lymphatic pressurization, man. Don't it feel amazing? Man, I got on there yesterday and cried, brother. I'm going to keep it. I started crying. I had a moment. I had a memory of me and my grandma when we were little. I'm like, where did this memory come from? It's because I was moving that lymph. And it shows you that stagnated lymphatic system buildup stops your memory and it gives you brain fog. I'm on my lymphatic room. It's called acoustic lymphatic drainage. I'm in that therapy yesterday. I stayed in there for about 45 minutes. I had a memory that I forgot with me and my grandma and started crying like a little baby. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. So, man, y'all got to experience this. Come down to the clinic. Crazy, right?
Yeah,
I'm here.
Another level. Man.
And then I shot you with a 528 hertz frequency. That's the love frequency. So that was the tonation and the frequency that what you was listening to. Yeah. What time your plane leave tomorrow?
6. My plane leave at 6 in the morning.
6 in the morning. Well, I'm glad you got to experience that, brother. So yeah. So we wrapping up with the last of our clients. I just want to get on here and holler at y'all. September 27th, 28th, 29th. We having a 3-day live event here at Dr. Yahki Health and Wellness Detoxification Institute. Make sure that y'all go to www.yakiawaken.com. Click on events. Buy those tickets. We're going to see y'all here. 3 days, I'm going to teach you everything that you need to walk out whole with all the knowledge that you need to take back your health, take back your healing, and heal your body, y'all. Hey, man, I love this. Don't y'all love this?
We love it.
I love this.
Doing big things.
I wouldn't rather do nothing else, huh?
Yeah, we doing big things.
What'd you say?
Well, you on the phone, man.
What's up with the
your
brother?
So what my question is, I wanted to get my kind of schedule a consultation for my uncle. It's not really for me, and I see mentioned something about kidney failure. So that's something my uncle is going through right now.
Do you know what stage his kidney failure is at?
He's at 15%.
15%. So that's a stage 4, stage 5. He on dialysis?
No, they trying to put off dialysis until February.
Is he still urinating? He's still able to urine?
Yep.
Was his kidney failure caused by high blood pressure?
Yep.
By high blood pressure? Okay,
Yep.
Look, I'm finna have Nabi go ahead and get you scheduled for a consultation. I like to bring him here. That way we can do a full blood analysis on him. I can take him through all the different examination rooms, and then I can tell you exactly what we need to do from there.
That's what I've been trying.
Is he on like Cinepril? What type of medication is he on?
We just had today. I'm not sure. I know he is type 2 diabetic also.
Yeah, see, it's the diabetes and the hypertension that's happening. All right, I'm going to get a phone back to Nabi. We're going to get you all written up so we can get you down here.
I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, brother. Peace.
Okay, my brother.
314. See, y'all blowing us up. I can't even hear because y'all calling so much. But the number is 314-455-3372. That's the number to the clinic. Where can you get the tickets at? You can get the tickets on YahkiAwaken.com. You will click on events in the tab, and then you buy the tickets, or you can go straight to that site, which is www.yakievents.com. But I know a lot of people don't be trusting outside sites, so you can go to our home base site to get to that site, which is YahkiAwaken.com. Click YAHKIAWAKENED, and then click on the events tab, and it'll take you straight to the tickets. The book will be out by December, y'all. Like I'm telling you. I know I've been saying this for the last year, but I'm almost done with y'all. I've been working on this curriculum for the herbology courses and for the Heal Mind, Body, and Soul curriculum that we've been working on. Like I said, this is a whole institute, so I've been doing a lot, y'all. So bear with a brother. Bear with a brother. But yeah, y'all, so I'm excited. We're going to move all this stuff out the way. I'm going to put out all chairs right here. And we're going to get it in. We're going to get it in. Ain't that right? We're going to get it in. All right, y'all. So I'm out of here. Peace, love, light, and healing. Peace to the guys. Peace to the earth. Peace.